Well, he was voted the nicest person in the auto industry by nicepersonmagazine.com. I made that up, but we all know who this guy is. He's the host of Kain Company, seen on Thursdays on the CBT Automotive Network. David Kain, our friend and all-around great guy, man. How are you?
I'm doing really good.
You've been coming to NADAs forever, so let's talk about what you're seeing this year in 2018. What are some of the emerging trends that you're seeing here?
Well, it's so interesting what I've seen, and we've talked about it, you and I, just kind of for our own entertainment purposes, is the artificial intelligence and machine learning, big data, and now we're using that to fuel digital retailing.
Yep.
And I don't know about you, but did everybody you interview here talk about digital retailing
100%.
in some form or fashion?
Yep.
Yeah. But supported by artificial intelligence and improved with machine learning.
Yep. That topic right there, and this topic that I'm about to bring up that you know a lot about because you grew up in a dealership family with your dad, Jack, and you know about hiring and firing, and I'm sure you've had to do some of that. So let's talk about that right now. What are some of the best practices that dealers watching that maybe couldn't come out here, maybe they don't watch your show, that you can throw out there? Top 3 best practices that they can try to figure out in 2018 if they haven't figured it out yet. And according to NADA data, a lot of people haven't figured that out yet. How to retain and keep good people.
So let's start with the fundamentals. If you think about people in the jobs that they want to apply for, automotive never has ranked real high, but a lot of it has to do with the language that we use for the recruitment. So if I run an ad for a car salesperson, the chances of that resonating with college graduates is not going to be so good. However, let's think about what the job really entails, which is digital marketing, internet communications, social media, and an opportunity to create your own hours and grow your own business. So that really gives me a broader spectrum. And if I can go to an advertisement and say, are you good at social media? Are you good at digital marketing? Are you comfortable with internet communications? I'm going to literally draw people in, and it just so happens to be at a car dealership, so you've got a wage scale that's way more attractive, and dealerships have become considerably more open to different work hours. So that's really critical. So you got to draw them in. You got to magnetize your efforts through your marketing to run the ads and stuff. Get away from the old tired language of trying to recruit that way. Secondly, when you bring somebody in for the interview, we need to give them a career path. So something I'm working closely with Hireology on is how do we show them what the growth initiatives are in the dealership. Yeah, and a lot of people go into a company and they say, I want your job. Why not want the dealer principal's job, right? And so, they see them and they interact with them. Let's put them in a position to where they can see what that future is going to look like. And it's not just, I'm going to be a car salesperson for 20 years. And then adjust your pay plans. We've got to get away from the old adage of it's all commission driven, it's all focused on that. People are just inherently not receptive to it. So if we give them a compensation plan, we give them a path to growth, we recruit them properly, we're going to do really, really well.
This was pretty amazing on our road trip. We love getting out of the studios and meeting dealers, and we did that on the road to NADA with Cars.com, and we met 3 dealers, and David, this was the top thing that made all 3 of them successful. And this isn't random. I mean, this makes them successful, that they love their people and they hire the right people, and there's a reason why they keep those good people so they don't go to other dealerships. So let's talk about dealership reviews. I can't go to Walmart, and my friend Pat that works at the Walmart close to our house in Atlanta, Georgia, and go, let me try to figure out if there's a platform where I can go and talk about Pat. Oh, here she is, Pat with Walmart. She's got great reviews. We can't do that.
Yeah.
But in auto retail, you can with dealership reviews. So talk about how important that is with the engagement for consumers.
Well, what's so cool about it is reviews have become somewhat omnipresent. Everybody's just made it natural. It's just part of the way they do business now. So you go to Google, you go to Cars.com, any platform, Yelp and such, you're going to see dealers have done a really good job of building up their reviews. What has been missing for a long time, or at least out of the purview of the average dealer, is what about the individual salesperson and who I'm going to work with. So if I know when I was a salesperson at the dealership, I loved to have the opportunity to where customers knew whether I was credible, whether they could rely on me for product knowledge, and so on and so forth. And now the DealerRater platform affords an opportunity for me to literally put it in my signature. I can build it into the website, I can put it into the profile, and now I'm expanding the breadth of space for the salesperson to be able to grow with. And I love that about the DealerRater platform. And candidly, if I'm a salesperson, I'm trying to grow a business within a business, now I can take my respectful reviews wherever I go. It allows me to negotiate for better opportunities within my field. So
but David,
I love that.
I like that, but here's the problem with some dealers.
Joe, there's no problem with any dealers.
Oh, well, that's true. No, we love all dealers. The dealership I went to, however, to get my car in June of 2017.
Well, that was a long time ago, Joe.
It was. Yeah. Hopefully they're better, but this was in Atlanta. This was a big market, and I'm not going to tell you who the dealership group was, but it was a big group. The king was on his throne, and the court jesters were doing all of it, coming back and forth, and I thought, I will never be able to use Salespeople Connect with this guy, because all he's doing is going back and forth, writing some numbers down, and then he's going to send me a link to say, hey, can you give me a good review on our Google reviews? And I'm thinking, no, I can't, because we didn't engage. There was absolutely no rapport, because you're a gesture only by trade, and then you're going back to the king, and I don't like that. And the king was 10 feet from me. The king could hear me saying, why don't you just bring the king over here, or I can go over there. But some dealerships are still like that. Why haven't they sort of developed and gone beyond that to make that connection?
Joe, you've hit on exactly. So I started in the business in 1982 as a salesperson. Before that, I worked at our family store, as you well know. What has got to happen, and it's wonderful to have digital retail, it's wonderful to have all this technology. What we need to do is to modernize the sales process. And what we're seeing with progressive dealerships is it's a one-person relationship. You can take care of the inbound phone call. You can take care of the internet lead. Wonderful to have a business development center to support and grow the business and bring in more opportunities. But when it comes to working with somebody one-on-one in the store, why can't the Gum family sit there and I pull out my tablet and I work the deal, and then the king literally comes? We've seen in dealerships the gross averages go up, CSI ratings go up, the repeat business goes up when it's that kind of relationship, and then the person coming over to kind of help negotiate the deal or put the numbers together is working with someone that they already trust and like. And it makes all the difference in the world. This up and back, because as soon as you get up, as soon as I get up, if I'm the salesperson, what do you pull out?
My phone.
Absolutely. So, we got a couple of options. We can say, well, welcome to our dealership, the Gum family, Joe and your wife and the kids and stuff. We're going to need to have those phones now. That's not going to happen, is it? However, if I keep you busy and I make it an engaging relationship, you don't need to pull out the phone.
Not at all.
So what we're finding with dealerships that will keep their salesperson with the customer, the deal closes quicker, the satisfaction goes up, and you may not like this, but you might pay a little more money for better service.
100%. That's why we have him on the CBT Automotive Network every Thursday with the show Kain Company. He's our host. He's a good guy. He's been in the business forever. Everyone knows this guy. We love him. We appreciate him. David Kain, thank you from the Cars.com booth.
Thank you very much, Joe.
You got it.
Thank you for watching the official news source of the retail automotive industry, CBT News.